I'm Sherry. And
it's big. The show is going to be big, right?
The show is going to be big. And this show is all about helping you folks kind of learn how to make your own jewelry. So we know we love gemstones. We know we love jewelry. We love making our own jewelry.
Exactly.
So stay with us. Now, it is going to be big. We've got Kathy Bradley here. She's going to teach us a new technique called bracing.
Right.
And we have Meredith Roddy here from Beadalon, who is an assistant product manager from Beadalon. She's fabulous, and she has 2 new tools exclusive to, we're the very first people to bring them out. You're the first ones to see it.
And you know what? The first one is, thank you, Beadalon, for letting us do this first. It is the product of the year at the Craft and Hobby Association show. 2nd year in a row this has happened for Beadalon. And you're going to get it before anybody else does.
Yeah, look at this. Now, it's a bracelet. It's a bangle bracelet weaving tool. It is fabulous. Kim and I both used it. And look at what it does. Look at how these bracelets just weave together, folks. Grab the tool. We just want to remind you, if you donate $5 or more, you get 15% off of any item. $59.99 on this. Donate your $5, get your 15% off. It's crazy. And free shipping.
And free shipping. And remember, we only could bring in around 300 of these total, and this is not available in any of your hobby stores, your craft stores. You can't find it online.
No.
We're the only ones that have this. And guess what?
Yes. Oh, this is, I think this is madness.
Okay, this is crazy because now this is the wire wizard. Now you're going to see why. Imagine a jig, a really big jig that allows you to make your own, not just components, but to make your own bracelets and necklaces, okay? Check this out. I've got mine on right now, too.
I've got mine on, yep.
Brand spanking new. There's even less of this available. There's like maybe 200 of these. And this is JS Kit 0614. You get not only the jig itself, brand new, just introduced at the Craft and Hobby Association show, not available anywhere else. It will be $133.99. Today it is $121.99. Use your donation to the Heart Association. You can actually save another, actually $20 almost. And it's only $121.99. There's even less of this available. A lot of these sold over the weekend. So this is it.
And listen, we're watching the numbers tick down. We took everything Beadalon had. You're going to ask Meredith yourself. And so free shipping, don't forget about that. But folks, call the call center. All you have to say, you don't have to even know the item numbers. Just say, I want the jig. I want the bracelet tool. That's all you have to say. The call center has all the information. So hurry and order yours because we expect a super big sellout on these.
Absolutely. And right now, already, there's about 25 more of the bracelet weaving tool gone. There are several more of the jigs going out. But now we've got to get started. This is a big show. We've got wire, of course, great technique coming up with Kathy Bradley, too. But let's get started. I missed you, by the way. I'm so glad to be back. So.
Oh, she feels so much better.
Now look at this.
All right. Now this is, we're going to do something special. We haven't done this in a long time. Longer time. This is Amazonite. And folks, this is real Amazonite. I feel like I have to say that. You know, I'm going to lay this right down here. Oh, look at the amazing. Untreated natural Amazonite. And what's interesting about this is, every time we try to order an Amazonite bead stream, we send them out to have them tested because if we say it's Amazonite, we want to be absolutely sure that it's Amazonite. They never test out as Amazonite. This one did. This is real Amazonite.
That's a real deal. And look, the color is the best, and it happens to be a debut item, y'all.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? $49.99. Now, the original price on this was $85. And do you know why?
Tell me.
Well, we wanted everybody to be inspired, and so we're including with the Amazonite a DVD wearable wire art from Dale Cougar Armstrong, the master of wire wrapping. And so we thought, let's put this DVD in. It's 89 minutes with Dale, 4 different designs, and let's let people use Amazonite to make their pieces.
And look at the discount here. That is actually 41+% off the original price to buy these together. It's $49.99. And we're doing it on 5 pay. Now, did you notice in the show today we've got a ton of discounts? everything has free shipping, right?
Yes.
Free shipping on top of everything else.
And listen, let's figure this out, Kim. If you can get 15% off of items by donating $5, good grief, I would do it. Donate $5.
That's like $7 or $7.50.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So that's under $7.50 off. So and you're also giving back at the same time.
It'd be $42.49. I mean, it's crazy. And look at the original price was almost $85. But let me show you what you can make with this DVD.
Now this is so cool. You are like amazing. You're busy.
I would like to tell you I did this. Christian did
okay.
Yeah, Christian and I had a deal, as you folks are probably not surprised. And I said, Christian, if you make me a couple of things out of the Amazonite, I'll do X for you. So I helped Christian do some menial labor with wire, and she did this for me. That's a much better use of Christian's time. Now, this is one of the items you can make in this. Look, would that be a beautiful pendant?
Oh, beautiful.
It's beautiful. Now, it's called Convertible Brooches because it's a brooch design if you want to do that, or you can turn it into a pendant. Or you can turn it into a little hair clip right there to twist your hair up in the back and hold it. Now, look at this one, Kim. Look at these earrings.
Now, see, these are so cute. I love it with copper, too.
Don't you?
And can I give a quick heads up to everybody that wants either the bracelet weaving tool or the really big jig that we have? We're down to 150 left. We started with 200 of the really big jig already, 50 already out the door. But also want to let you know that on the bracelet weaving tool, let me see that, JJ. I think close to 100 of those already gone. So we are having a big show today. So you need to call in early on both of these items.
Yeah.
But now, let's talk about Dale's DVD, because, you know, her DVDs always sell for around $30.
Well, what's interesting about Dale, this is how I learned how to wire wrap. This is how you learned how to wire wrap. And so, yeah, her DVDs sell for at least $30. If you take a class from her, they're more expensive because it's that quality, right? I mean, I love Dale to death. I think she's so geometric and so exact, and if you really want to learn how to wire wrap, this woman is the way to do it.
Seriously. Yes, and there's great shots. They're nice and up close, makes it easy to follow, and her classes can go for hundreds of dollars per class.
She's great.
So here in an instruction sheet is on the inside, tells you the materials you need. Very easy to follow, and it's even shipped to you for free. Like I said, everything in the show has free shipping today too. So that is the perfect day to shop. Happy leap year day, y'all.
You know, we got a bonus day, so we did some bonus products.
That's true. Exactly.
Now, we knew the Amazonite was going to be super, super popular. By the way, yes, the jig and the bracelet bracelet weaving tool are getting very limited. But there is another set of the Amazonite. Another set of the Amazonite. We're going to just pull this one in. And this one, what's the item number on this one, Mike?
This is actually, let's look at it really
real
quickly.
Amazonite, folks. It has been
the color is gorgeous.
Hard to get it. We've had an easier time getting Tanzanite in than Amazonite.
You're right. And now here's another. Oh, they're fabulous. Now this is item number JLW kit 3961.
The exactness of the color. I mean, the hue.
Oh, the
color.
color. I can't even believe this. And again, we're talking no treatment whatsoever. And guess what? It's a must-have item.
For sure. That is absolutely a must-have item. So if you want to try something out and you're saying, Kim, Sherry, I want to get started in this, what should I try? Try Amazonite. And what we put with this.
This is so cool.
I love these guys. You see these? You get 4 pairs of these really cool earring wires. They've got bead caps on the end. I'll show you. That's what that one looks like. And this is what this one looks like. And they are super easy to make earrings. I'll show you how you do this in just a second. But isn't that cool?
Oh,
absolutely. So you can make 4 pairs of earrings plus the strand of Amazonite, and the whole thing is $29.99. There's the earrings.
And look how cute this is. And you know what I love? For anyone that's starting out, or you're looking to make earrings in the flash, then this is basically a simple loop at the bottom is all you're going to need. And you get 4 pair of those. Those are instant earrings. If you do that loop too, you can do dangle earrings. You're not just stuck with a single stone. There's so many ways you can work these.
You ready to see how simple this is? So the piece is like this, right? You just slip your bead right on it, like that. It's as if you have an instant bead cap. You bend, you don't do that. You bend the wire over, just as if you're making a loop, And then on live television, Kim.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, thank you. Kim and I get uptight when you watch us. We can do anything on the air. We could sing and dance on the air, but if you ask us to make a
now look how pretty that was. No, it always makes me sad that I get stressed out. But look, now look at that. It's perfect then.
And we've got an earring.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And you can add to it.
Yeah, you could absolutely add to it. You could just keep them going down, keep them going down. There you go. Right there. So brilliant. And they're Amazonite. How many pieces of Amazonite do you think we have in this building?
Oh, please. You go online and you just type it in. We have more Larimar than Amazonite. And I think in Larimar is very rare. It's a one-sort stone, which Amazonite is so out of reach right now. And the color, I think, is even more beautiful in many ways because of its purity. I didn't even know Amazonite like this existed, though. I mean, the color is that good, right?
It is. These are high-end strands, folks. We just took 38% off of them.
38%?
Some earring wires. I know.
And they're so popular. How many sets of earrings wires do you get with that?
4 sets.
That's great.
4 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can make 4 pairs of earrings. I loved it.
I did too.
Loved it. All right. So there they are. Now, you know what?
Let's do this now. What?
I'm not going to put that with it because I'll tell you why. I love this, but that is a little bit off on the shade, and you and I are too persnickety.
We're too, I know. Persnickety is the word.
Well, Amazonite has a teal shade to it, don't you think? There's only 20 pieces. Is that what you
That's it. Now, think about this. We're the #1 retailer of loose gems in the world. We should be able to get all the Amazonite we can. There's only 20 total items if you were to go online and actually search Amazonite on JTV.com, and I will tell you, nothing can touch the quality and the beauty of what we have in the show today.
No.
Just gorgeous.
And when they're round beads like these, folks, you know they're high-end. Kim and I always say it's almost, it's as close to, I think, it's like a round brilliant is to faceted gemstones. That's what a round bead is. It just takes a lot of energy and effort to get those to be round. Dare I just tell you that this is a strand of beryl on my hand?
Now look. Now you think beryl. You think aquamarine.
Yep.
You think morganite.
Yes.
You think emerald.
Yes.
I mean, I can go on and on. Look at the colors in this. And what are the colors of the years? That's your rose quartz and your bliss blue. Okay, those are the colors. Mother Nature's version, and you know what? No treatment.
No
treatment. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And we took as much off of this as we were able to on the show because it's free shipping. I would donate my $5 to the American Heart Association and get 15%
$6 off. $6 off.
$6 off.
So really, at the end of the day, you're making money on it because you donate the $5, you get an extra $1 back when you think about it. Yeah, do it, and you're giving back too.
Yeah.
And that color. I guess that's my shopper logic. Let's just say that.
That was great shopper logic, and it made complete sense.
I hope it did.
Express ordering on Jewel School is always a really, really good idea. Always a good idea because it gets super, super busy, and especially when Beadline is here and Kathy Bradley is here. When Meredith's here and Kathy's here, it's going to be busy. You just know that.
You know it.
Yeah. Now, there are 141 left. Kim, do you like this look?
No, look at these together. And by the way, that's
I love that. Look at this.
Look at this together.
Okay, we were able to get some more of these back in. This is that quartz, that two-tone quartz. Two-tone quartz.
I love it.
That is so popular with matte beads.
Oh, and I love that sparkle. That's one of the hottest things going are the plated beads.
Yeah, look.
That is so hot, and it immediately gives you glitter and sparkle and sass instantly is what's nice about it. I love that.
You know why? Beryl ought to be sparkly and beautiful.
I love it.
Here, now what we're going to do, we got these back in. These have been super popular. We introduced them to the customer appreciation event.
I just saw what you're doing.
Right?
This is silly.
2, 3 strands of this gorgeous quartz. They're silver and kind of an ice blue. Silver and an aqua.
I love it. I love it. And it's the perfect shade of blue. And are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's only 91 of these left. We normally sell this for $24.99. That is 32% off.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? $16.99. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to stretch out those payments times 2. That is 2 payments of $8.49 to get this home. That is incredible. And they're graduated. You can do a graduated strand with these. They're so hot and they're so pretty in person.
I'm just kidding. They're so pretty.
Beautiful
my
in
bracelet.
person.
Listen, on the bead,
now
on the bracelet weaving tool, This is what I used on my bracelet weaving tool. Look at this.
Look at
all these
that.
Yeah.
You added the beads.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
But isn't it cool? And you know what? I have to tell you, obviously, Kim and I make a lot of jewelry. And when I was at home, I was working on this at home, and my daughter comes up to me and goes, you know what? That's really pretty. What are those beads? And I thought, it's the beads.
The beads make it. The beads make it. And by the way, everybody, we're down to 88 of these left, and that's it. And just a few of those beads, too. I mean, and this is something, I don't know if we'll ever get this back in again.
I don't either.
It's the lowest price we've ever offered.
They're hard to get. And look, it matches, it works with the Amazonite for sure, because it's got a bit of that, man, I'm telling you, it works with the Amazonite. Wow, who'd have thunk it, Kim? And it works with the beryl.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So those blues and that shimmer, so if you really want to dress it up, grab those. This one, go in quickly, and that is real quartz.
And I like the way they plate randomly too with that beautiful metal look. I mean, so it's going to give you like a little extra shimmer and sparkle.
And they're
so the blue peeks out. I love it. Yeah. They're faceted. That's right.
Can we show them one time up close, folks, so they can see these? There you go.
Oh, that's great.
See that?
Oh, I love it.
That's madness. Blue quartz. Blue quartz with that shimmer on top of it. That's
beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Now, last week we told you, we're not going to fool you this week. We're just going to tell you straight out, if you've got a phone line, stay with it, because we knew these beads had to be amazing this morning to hold up to what Meredith is going to show us and Kathy's going to show us. A 34-inch strand of
beryl. Which would include, look at this, and that you can see the emerald, you can see the morganite, you can see the aquamarine. It is all, I mean, you can see all of those colors, and I want you to see this on. And that is, to me, springtime, and I'm so ready for it, right? Aren't you so ready?
Oh, listen, folks, you can cut this and bead with it. You can just dangle a focal bead.
Yes, you can.
Like you can make, I know one of those. You can make something with the wire wizard and dangle it on it. Honestly, you could use these all the way around your weaving bracelet. There's so much you can do with this. It's incredible, but I want you to see the length because
look at this. There's not just one. We're talking, you get two of these. And so these are 32 to 34 inches. That's the equivalent of getting 4 strands. And it just so happens to be a debut item. So start calling in.
You know how I think you have to know this is a debut? Because there's no way this would have lasted.
No! Look at these colors. You can see those. And I mean, the colors there. Think about emerald. Think about aqua. Think about your beautiful morganite. Think about the rarity of beryl in general, the family, that particular family of gemstones. And do you see the price? $19.99.
And folks, you can see the colors. You see that pink, you see that green, and you see that blue. And that's I looked at Kim before the show and said, why can't you and I pre-order on these?
Seriously?
I mean, $19. And listen, most of the strands that we're going to show you, like this beryl strand,
now look at that, perfect,
is going to be the length of one side of this, right? So this is like getting 4 strands of beryl. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes!
It's like 4 strands.
And I love the really pretty natural shape. And I'm telling you, and you know, you think about it too, rose quartz, blue bliss, colors of the year. This is Mother Nature's exact version of that. And that's why right now, it's the kind of thing that we've 300 or 400 of that we would sell out in one airing, but we don't have that many.
No.
So that's why, and I don't know if we can really bring a lot of these items back once they're gone. We don't do a lot of reorders on certain gemstones because it's not something that happens on Jewel School very often.
They're hard to get.
And they really are.
We are at the mercy of the global market,
right?
School, just like we are for on jewelry and on gemstones, and so we compete with everybody. So everybody after these is, you know, we've got to stand in line just like them, unless we have some really, really good contacts. And I've got to say, on the last couple of strands we brought in, we have some phenomenal contacts that are able to get us to this level where we can bring these in. Now, I want to show you something that I love, and this is a lot of carat weight at that kind of price. And by the way, we're trying to give you a couple more minutes on this because the phones are so busy.
Absolutely.
But watch this. Okay, now if you leave them this length, Look, now you want to talk about easy jewelry.
Okay, let's do it.
Like this.
Tour started, baby.
Tour started. And seriously, I have done this a million times.
We know.
My fingers off. No. You pull a ribbon through it, right?
Yes.
And then watch. Okay, we've got to come back to a hair
Look
shot
at
now.
Look how pretty this is.
Tie it around your
Perfect.
neck.
And I love it. And I will tell you, I love that.
That's it.
So summer. So
Yeah.
spring. Just like that.
Tie a ribbon around your neck and you've got it. So there you are.
Perfect.
I love that. That's just crazy madness.
It is.
All right. So continue shopping on these folks. Now there's some of these left. We'll take a look at it. It gets really busy at the beginning of the show, and so we'll take a look at it and see what happens. But we can't wait any longer.
No, and by the way, everybody, we are approaching fewer than 200, and people are buying these 2 and 3 and 4 at a time. So, yeah, get this now. And guess what's coming up? We've already sold about 1/4 of our quantity of the really big jig, the Wire Wizard, which will make components, bracelets, you name it. So that is coming up, and hopefully you've gotten yours early. But right here you can see some of the pretty things that are coming up in the show today. Let's see.
Now, we've got that DVD with the Amazonite, so stay tuned on that one. That was a ridiculous reduction. That one is 41% off. We're not generally at that point in the Jewel School. It's a joy to be able to reduce something like that now. We also, there is our bracelet weaving tool. That is the award-winning bracelet weaving tool. I would tell you that about 120 or so of those have sold sight. Well, you've seen it, but you have no idea what it does yet. You're going to love it. Love it. Now, and we're also going to be talking about this DVD coming up with Kathy Bradley, where you will learn to braise. Fabulous technique. Fabulous technique. It's sort of like soldering, but it's not as fussy as soldering is. And so, girls, that one is really, really going to be exciting. And go ahead and pre-order that DVD by Kim St. Jean. She is fabulous. And Kathy says that she learned how to braise based on the DVD. Now, Kim's coming up. Take a look at this. Focus on
We're focusing on the Wire Wizard today, brand new, just back from the Craft and Hobby Association show. Beadalon's own Meredith Roddy is here to join us to talk about this awesome tool. Already 50 gone, and it's been a while since we've seen Meredith, and we're thrilled she made the visit. Assistant new product manager for Beadalon, works directly with Wyatt Wyatt. She's a former Beadalon sales executive. She makes jewelry. She creates projects. She's amazing and actually had a hand in creating this, the big bracelet weaving tool that's coming up later on. But Meredith, I'm so glad to see you. It's been so long, right?
No, it's great to be here.
We're so happy. But now, I got to see some of the pretty things you made with this brand new, really big jig. Check this out. How pretty are these?
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I agree.
And this is the kind of thing that's going to be so much easier for you to do, because the jig is going to have all of that room. I've got on a necklace right now that you made using this particular tool. Now, let me ask you this. You just did this free-handedly?
Well, on the tool that we use, you set the pegs up, and the best thing I think about the really big jig is that you can actually design in the round.
See, that's great. Nothing else out there like it.
Nothing else out there like that. So you can actually make the form of the bracelet or the necklace in the round.
And now, by the way, everybody, this has already sold down to fewer than 150. We started out with 215. It is JS Kit 0614, the Wire Wizard really big jig kit. Now, this includes, first of all, it's only $121.99. Donate your $5 to the American Heart Association. You can save about $20 off of that. We have it on 5-pay for 5 payments of $24 and change. And on top of that, you also have free standard shipping today, which is great. Gotta say that you can't get this anywhere else, right?
Nope.
Only at JTV. This is where it is being launched. And this does include easy-to-follow instructions, plus a tutorial that matches. And you do get the wire that is included to get started, which we're going to show you in just a few minutes too. That is also included. But now tell me what makes this different from other jigs.
Okay, well, I love that they have the JTV pegs.
I know that you love that.
I wish that I had thought of that. I want to make that.
I know, right? And then now
idea.
here's what it comes with. You get the Wire Wizard really big jig. By the way, 100 left. You get the 16 gauge, 10 feet total of your tarnish resistant silver wire. You also get the 16 gauge, 10 feet total of your gold color wire. And so that's included with the instructions with 2 different projects too, right?
2 different complete projects for different variations of design. So
now,
we get you inspired and we get you started.
Okay, now so it's not just about components. You can make individual pieces of jewelry on this. And let's play. Tell me about the design too.
Well, let's play. So here I have a jig that is not set up yet.
Okay.
And what I'll do is I'll just show you very simply, it comes with 50 pegs, which is plenty to do a ton of different designs. So you can see they just pop right in.
Just simple.
Yeah. And I have a couple of designs that I have marked actually on my jig, so I can remember how to do that.
So you can do that, right?
But if I'm feeling even more creative, I just kind of put them in and let the wire be the guide.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's completely and totally up to you if you want to follow a pattern or do your own thing. I mean, that's completely and totally up to you. So you just flip the pegs in.
Flip the pegs in, and then you just start with your wire.
And what gauge of wire? It's 16 gauge?
This is 16 gauge wire. This is the tarnish resistant silver that comes in the kit along with the tarnish resistant brass.
Okay.
And I like to start by forming a loop.
Okay.
The other way you can do it is just put the wire into one of the holes in the jig. And so here you can see, I'm going to flip that over, and I just need a little bit more room. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Because the important thing when you're doing this is oftentimes people will want to move the wire around.
Right.
But really what you want to do is move the jig. And that's how you get really nice, tight wraps and really straight wire. It's also a lot easier on your hands to do it this way.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
I would have tried it the other way. So when you get this home, that's something that you really need to remember, is that you definitely need to move the jig. That's what it was designed for. I love its construction too. Nice, nice heavy, nice wood. It's a really serious piece of tools. Serious piece of equipment. It's going to really give you all the versatility in the world, right?
And you have I believe it's 11.25 inches by 11.25 inches, so it's a really big area.
Big jig.
It's a really big jig.
And so you can make bracelets with this. You can make necklaces with this.
You can make components.
You can do different designs on the same jig. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And it really, for those of you that love like a jig that does a lot of different things, you want that versatility, this is the jig that's going to become your go-to jig, absolutely. And you're going to get it before anybody else is what I love about this. Now, we're going to play some more with this. So you just kind of did your own thing.
I just did my own thing, and if I put in a couple more pegs, actually we can look at that one.
Okay. You can put that down the way. How's that? There you go.
And this is actually a finished design, so you can see with the wire how it's gone all the way around. And I don't know if you can see on the TV, but you can see the marks that I've made, and that's perfectly fine. Just make a couple marks, and then you'll remember your design for the next time. If you want to do production work, if you found something that you love, because sometimes the pegs will come out, and then you'll always be able to make the same design.
And right now, I've got to let everybody know, we are very, very busy here in the studio. If you want yours, it won't be available once these sell out just sometime later in March. So you need to get yours early to make sure that you get your name on it, that it's on its way to you, that you're going to be making these beautiful bracelets and necklaces in no time using simply one tool, and then you can texturize it and customize it any way you want, right?
Yeah.
That's what's great about it. And remember that you also get the wire, the instructions, 2 projects. It's a great way for you to just basically jump in there and get going. And I know that right now we are including the 50 pegs. We have extra pegs if you would like to get more elaborate with it too. That's completely and totally up to you. We're going to, and while you're shopping on that, and right now we've got a lot of folks online for this right now, And think of the versatility components just like you've done on some of the other jigs. You can do the exact same thing on this. Earring component, it doesn't matter, small or large. That's what makes it different from any other jig that's out there right now. Now, we also, you get this home, you want to play with it, we do have the extra pegs available, and that's going to give you some other options too, right? The more pegs, you get more detailed, right?
The more pegs, the more detailed, exactly. The more pegs you put in there, the more swirls you can get. And the great thing is that the extra peg set that you can get for the 3D bracelet jig, those pegs also will fit into this jig.
So it doesn't matter what jig you have, basically, from Beetle on, it's going to work.
Correct.
It's all going to be universal with the pegs that you're given, too. So the pegs are absolutely perfect for you to bring in as well. And the pegs, by the way, give you, again, like more detail. There's a very famous designer that is, I would love to say the name, that is all about the sculpting of the wire. This gives you the chance to actually sculpt wire is what's so cool about this. Now, we've also got, of course, you're famous for your artistic wire, right? Yes. Beetle-On is. Yes. And so when you're playing with this, and you can grab the silver one more time, we've got this really great debut coming up that includes all of your basic metallics in the artistic wire. And this, how many different gauges can this work with, by the way?
Oh, my goodness. Well, that is a really good question. Really, any of the gauges. We offer wire from 10 gauge all the way up to 34 gauge. And any wire that you can bend with the tool.
So, yeah, it works with everything. We've chosen 16 gauge to do these larger pieces with because you're going to be so addicted to doing this. And it's going to be in, of course, the copper color, the gold color. You're getting the silver color, the hematite color, and you're also getting the beautiful, beautiful brass color, too. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individual spools. It is $44.99, and on top of that, we are also doing that on 4-pay. 4 payments of $11.24, and you're playing with the 16 gauge right now.
And the thing that I like about the 16 gauge is that it's a good medium temper, so it's not too hard on your fingers while you are wrapping it around the jig, and it work hardens up really, really well. So you're going to make your elaborate necklace and your beautiful necklace that you have
that I have on right now, so you can see.
And then what you can do is with the block and the hammer, you can work harden it. So after you have your beautiful design, you can make it a little bit more durable. So I think 16 gauge is a really good sweet spot for working with the jig.
And this is what allows you to make these pretty necklaces just like this. And the nice thing is, because the jig, it does make it a little bit easier on your hands because you're working, again, with the jig instead of the wire. You can easily work with this material. And by the way, free shipping on your first purchase today, that's something to consider. And also, the JTV Preferred Card is something that you may want to consider too, because you will get 6 months to pay on anything $99 or more, which is the way to go. You'll get, basically between now and the end of, I think it is the beginning of July, is that right, July 1st, to pay it off, which is pretty amazing. And or you can do 4-pay too, 4 payments of $11.24. Now in this, you get 50 feet total, 10 feet each in your tinned copper, tarnish-resistant brass, antique brass color, natural copper color, and the iron color. So these are going to be all of your basics, is what I like about that. You've got all of your basic colors in this first setup. And also, this is kind of different. That's a matte finish.
Yeah, that's our brand new matte finish. Yeah,
I love that.
Wire, yeah.
I love
that. It
that.
works so beautifully.
And, I mean, so this is going to be, if you're really all into the matte designs in your wire, this is going to be absolutely perfect for you. And it is artistic wire with a copper core. So
it's an artistic wire with a copper core, and then it has a special coating on top of it that gives it that really beautiful matte black finish.
And you know what I like? Pieces I've actually made with the Beetle-On wire and the artistic wire actually will not tarnish like a lot of my silver pieces will, so they last a long time. So that's something. You make real jewelry items with this, and when you're looking at 50 feet of 16 gauge wire, that is an incredible deal. Do you use, how much do you think you probably use, a half spool to make a necklace? Or?
It is a half spool, but to make a very intricate necklace. It's not just once around. It's a lot of loops, a lot of curls, a lot of bends. Yeah, and I can get two, and then probably a bracelet as well, with a little leftover for playing.
So this is a lot. Now, play some more if you don't mind.
Sure.
Let's
I
play.
love
I love it. Now, by the way, everybody, I want to make sure that everybody knows that the jig is what this is all about. We are fewer than 100 left of the jig. It is JS Kit 0614. Now, remember, you not only get the jig itself, which is brand new. You cannot get it in any craft store, hobby store. You can't search it online and find it. The only place you can get it is here. Versatile workhorse tool you're going to use all the time. It does come with this, basically a book practically written on how to use it.
It really is. The instructions are fantastic, and I like them because not only can you make the kind of necklace that I'm making here, but it also shows you how to make a piece that you would hang off of a ribbon or a piece of silk or some chain or even a chain that you made with artistic wire so it matched the color as well.
And just so you'll know, this is not one but two projects, right?
Correct.
Two designs.
Mm-hmm.
You get two designs so you can get started, and then you can really make it your own after that. And so worth it. When you think about making, I can't imagine a jig that actually allows you to make big pieces. Not just bracelets, but allows you to make these big, beautiful, elaborate necklaces and collars.
And then the perspective, or the perspective is right, so you can also make a really big clasp that would also match. So here I am, I'm making a necklace with aluminum wire, and I want to have a matching clasp. And a smaller jig isn't going to give you the space to be able to do that.
You're right. So and not only that, like when you think about the smaller jigs, you want to make smaller components. This is going to be super easy for you to actually make your own components, make your own bracelets, and really have a really great jig that's going to be that go-to item, that you're actually your go-to tool when you're trying to really do some amazing jewelry or even just creative on a dime and have some fun with this. And it does come with a wire. You're going to get the, you're also getting the silver and the gold artistic wire, gold color artistic wire. That's included. You get the instructions that are included. And remember, you're not going to be able to get this anywhere else but JTV. Right now has the exclusive on this. So this is the only place you can find it. And my gosh, you make it look so fun. I want to jump in there and play with you, right?
Yes, definitely.
So fun. And let's see some of your other designs, too.
Okay, fabulous. These are all wonderful designs. You have one on now, and here's another one.
Here's another one, and we're going to grab, look at the bracelets you can make. We've not even thought about the bracelets. Look at the bracelets you can make that are so popular right now. You can get in there and make these amazing bracelets, too, and just let your heart be your guide with that, right? I love those.
Well, and the fun thing about the bracelets and even the necklaces is once you take it off the jig, there's still a lot more you can do. If you look in here, you can see these have been bent and twisted up. These are bent and twisted back. These are, and it's been shaped. I mean, it's so much fun that you can start with with an idea, and then kind of let the wire guide you for how the finished project is going to look.
And that's what's great. It's very organic. It's going to feel good. If you love working with wire, this is going to take your designs to the next level, is why I love that. And I love that it's not going to be hard on your hands, especially with the tips you get from the tutorial. You can add components. I mean, I could talk all day about this. We're approaching 75 of these left. The discounts, since this is our One Day Monday sale, are just for the day. You can actually donate $5 plus to the American Heart Association by going online at JTV.com or even telling your sales reps, and that way you can get an extra 15% off, which would be another $18 off the price, which is going to really make a difference on something like this. And yeah, you can go crazy and make big pieces, even make more than one piece.
Oh, right? Absolutely, yeah.
Look how much room you've got, okay? I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. Let them show how you added some components to that. Very much like the movie Awards last night.
Yes,
the designs
we're going big and bold.
Right.
Bigger is better with a really big jig.
Absolutely. Now, let me move this out of the way so you can see, too. Now, so you can actually do more than one design, right?
Yep, you can see on this one down here.
Okay.
I have set up a bracelet. And then I also have set up the what I would do for the clasp, for the necklace. So if I have a necklace going on, I have a bracelet going on, and let's move that out of the way for you guys. And then I have this set up here. So there's a ton of workspace on this jig. Like I said, it's 11.25 by 11.25. It's a big jig.
Yeah, it's a really big jig. And right now, we're down to the final few left. Now, also, we've got some really great tools, because what's great about the wire we've been talking about today is you can texture it and work hard in it, because it is very sculptable, I like to say. But it's nice to know that you can work hard in it, too, so it's going to be easier on your hands, but the shape of the wire is going to last with a few simple techniques. And also, if you want to give it texture, you can do that, too. Like, you want to texture your pieces. This is a staple tool that if you don't have one already, you really need it. That is a bench block, leather pad, and hammer, okay? And why do we need those tools, Meredith?
I have, these are tools that I just have on my desk all the time.
Exactly.
And if I put them away, I'm immediately taking them back out again because I use them all the time. For this design, it's perfect because you have to work harden your wire.
Right.
Like I was saying before, 16-gauge wire is great to work with, but you do want to harden it up a little bit more so that when you're wearing it, it doesn't go out of shape.
Right.
So with a chasing hammer and the bench block, you just kind of tap it out, and that work hardens it, and it also helps form the necklace into a better shape. Sometimes it comes off a little wonky just because that's the nature of wire. That's what wire does. And so you just tap it back down into shape. And like you were saying, you could also use the other side and give a little texture.
I was going to say.
Come on in there. Get those, get those divots in there, and then that brings a lot more, even more sparkle into the wire.
Exactly. The wire's so beautiful.
Yep.
You can really make not just the design your own, but the wire your own, and do what you like with this. And it just, the color is so incredible, the coating that is used, you can really play with this.
Yep.
And these are, again, tools. These tools, the hammer and the bench block and the leather pad's going to keep it from making a lot of noise. We're in a big studio here, and usually it's going to echo back very, very quiet compared to other hammers. That's amazing.
Yep, and I can do this in my office, and it only annoys my coworkers just a little bit.
And that's only $37.99, and we just put this kit together because we thought it was such a great thing to add to your shopping cart if you're shopping online, or if you're shopping with our sales reps. Write the item numbers down, and you can go ahead and take advantage of that. It's on three payments of $12.66, but now we are down to the wire. If you would like to pick up the tool, everybody. Is that right, JJ? I want to let you know that we've got the tools is also available right now as well. Here they are, and you're going to use these to make a lot of like the little extra design features that you add after you've created your design,
I mean, even when I was setting up, I asked them to bring over the tools because I can't do anything without my tools. I need my round nose pliers, I need my cutters. For wire, you always need a nylon jaw plier to straighten the wire out. Bent chain nose plier, I can't live without those. And then I need a chain nose plier also, so for opening and closing jump rings, for cutting, for making loops. I mean, these are the tools that you need.
All the time. Yep. And these are the ergo pliers, so they're going to be super comfortable. Included with that is your nylon flat nose plier. Great for straightening out your wire. I love that tool. You're also getting the stand. You're also getting a bead mat. And I'll break this down. There's only 29 of these left, and that's it. And this includes the chain and the bent chain nose. You're getting the round nose pliers, the semi-flush cutter, the nylon jaw plier, the light blue bead mat, and the acrylic pliers stand. And it's one of those things that you definitely need to jump in there and get early because they're probably going to sell out, and they're just, like I said, super comfortable. Beadalon makes great tools that they're going to last a really long time. And also up next, though, I love aluminum wire. I love aluminum wire. Love it, love it, love it. That I was freaking out. Let me just show you this real quick. I was freaking out over the pink wire. The pink wire is gorge, right? Pink wire is beautiful. Pink wire, beautiful, right?
I love the pink. And the aluminum wire is so easy to work with. And again, if you use that bench block with the chasing hammer, it work hardens really, really well and textures really, really well and flattens
so you can actually use it with this wire, too.
Oh, absolutely. Many of the designs that are out here right now are using the aluminum. This is the aluminum
and
wire
this is the aluminum. Now,
you can feel how light it is,
and you're going to be blown away by how much you get. This is a debut item. I love aluminum. Get on the phone lines fast for this. It's so fun to play with and work with. It's JS Kit 0566A. Now you're getting the pink. You're actually getting two spools of the pink.
Yep.
One of the copper, or almost like a rose gold color, of one of the deeper tones of the copper, and another in the silver. All 5 spools today. Are you ready for this? $29.99. Now, here's the breakdown. You're going to get 12 meters in each spool. So we're looking at 60 meters in this, about more than half a football field. You've got anodized copper color, you've got the anodized light brown color, and 2 of the anodized rose color wire, which is so hot. Play, sculpt, that jig, you're going to have a blast with this. You're going to just go crazy is what's so nice about it. And I just love the way it feels. And you're seeing more aluminum designs out there right now, too.
Yep, and I know that you're not supposed supposed to play favorites, but these are my favorite
These
colors.
are
I know. They're so pretty, and I
love.
love that it's 2 with the pink.
I think 2 of the pink, and that's brand new. That's something brand new. Now, we only have 150 of these, so if you break that down we're looking at, what, 3 times, that's like 36 feet or more in each spool.
It's so much wire.
It's so much wire that
and
you're going to be able to play with.
And even to sit and to work out designs as well, I think it's affordable enough and easy enough that maybe this design isn't the perfect design, but I'm going to use a little bit of wire, and I'm not going to feel bad about it because it's at such an affordable price.
So, yeah, you can go absolutely crazy with this is what I love. And every time we get these big aluminum wire kits, they always sell out. This has to be probably our most affordable ever. Now, is this with the aluminum you're working on right now?
This is with the aluminum, and I want to show how easy it winds around. So let me see if I can remember how I'm going. Okay. We are clockwise on this design.
And so you just move the jig.
You just move the jig. And that's what's great with either if you do clockwise rotation or a counterclockwise rotation, it changes how the loops are going to fall.
Okay.
And then how you can dangle things off of the loop. Now this did not start as a full roll.
Okay.
This was something that I'd been working on and working on and working on. So we're getting to the end, but this definitely did not start as a full spool here. And you can see, just the same as that 16 gauge, this is 12 gauge wire.
12 gauge.
So it's really, really thick. But you can see how well I'm not struggling. It's just kind of I'm moving the jig, and the wire is moving around the pegs almost by itself.
So, yeah, if you maybe have never really worked with a lot of the thicker gauges, you want to get started, I love it just as it is. And you can work hard in this, too, you said?
You can work hard in it. You can flatten it, which is
really,
really fun, yeah, because it's so soft. So as you're work hardening it and it's hardening up and not becoming soft anymore, you can flatten it out, you can dimple it, you can texture it. It's great. I love it.
And that's talk about versatility here, and it's so lightweight, and I love that. The way, like, if you're wearing a big necklace like I've got on right now, you don't want anything too heavy that's uncomfortable.
Yep.
And this, so you would think, for example, a necklace like this would be really, really like overwhelmingly heavy. But it's not. Now, this is an example of how you flatten the wire, too, right?
It is an example, and it's also an example of a free-form design. So I just kind of set the pegs up the way that I wanted them to go, just wherever, and then let that wire kind of draw itself all the way around, took it off, and just took my hammer to it. And you can see there's some places that are a little flatter than others, and then I wrapped the beads around. And so since you're using crystals, you're using a lot of beads, like you were saying before, it could be a really heavy piece, but because you're using the aluminum wire, it's wearable.
See, that's what I love, just like the necklace I have on now. By the way, due to the demand on the phone lines, I want to let you know that you can jump to the front of the line. Just go, use our express ordering. It's the way to do it. We have 26 more of these gone. Do not wait for this to sell out. That rose color, I was going to say, JJ, 1 minute on this, and we're approaching fewer than 100 of these left. And I think that, look at this, you've just the beginning of a really beautiful necklace. And there's one of the pegs. But I want to let you know.
That's actually a 3D bracelet jig peg.
There we go. So you can use that in there, too.
Just put it right in. Yep.
So that's what's great. Any of the other jigs you have from Beetalon, the pegs will work. But now look at this color. I mean, is that color just delicious?
I love it. It's so pretty.
It's delicious, right? I love, and just play and sculpt and just get your, if you've never worked with wire, what a great way to get started. It's so much fun. I always say it's almost like riding with wire a little bit.
That's a perfect way, and the way that they have the JTV pegs on the example set up, you could just write in the wire. Perhaps you would want to do your name or one of your kids' names, and then you could make a beautiful statement piece. Or maybe a love or friendship or...
Right. Go crazy. Yeah. Right. Go crazy. And I love, and right now we're looking at about like a little under 100 of these left. And like we said, about 36 feet plus in each spool. And you're getting 5 spools total. That is a lot of wire for you to play with. And it's under $30. It's $29.99. And the colors are so steadfast, they last.
Yes.
Because it's aluminum, it really makes a difference. Now, we are going to show you, a lot of folks were asking about that really fabulous focal beads or focal elements that you put on the necklaces, right? Look how pretty these are. Oh, I love these. I love these. Check this out. Now, did you watch any of the movie awards last night?
I watched a little of the movie awards last night, yes.
I'll tell you what was so interesting about it. It's right behind the announcer. he had these huge Art Deco kind of designs.
Yep, absolutely.
Right on par with what's happening in Hollywood right now. We're doing this in honor of the brand new Really Big Jig. We put together a crazy, crazy price on the filigree focal beads. Now, in this, you get 8 large leaf filigree pendants. You get 6 large 9-hole diamond focal drops. We're talking a total of 14 total individual pieces. It normally sells for $21.99. Well, today, in honor of Meredith being here, and I know you brought in some of the filigree pieces before, and you love working with them.
I love the filigree pieces, and I love also because we're working with designs that are so bold.
Yes.
And we're hanging things that are so bold, and these filigree pieces are so on point, so on trend.
Exactly.
And you can embellish them so many different ways.
And did you see that they're only $14.99?
That's an amazing price.
That is crazy. Yeah, they're only $14.99. So you talk about Monday one day. That is what we mean when we talk about Monday one day pricing. And you can see, I mean, they're huge. You can make some really cool chandelier earrings.
And you can bend them with a bracelet bender. And so you can put a nice curve in there so you can actually put them together to make a bracelet.
See, I love, look at that. Look how pretty those are. You can set the stones right in there. I know that we've actually set pearls in there before. They look so beautiful. But here's what you've done. Here's an example of you setting stones within the piece. So you've got, I love these big, big, big chandelier styles because I just immediately see earrings with crystals. I do. Now look, how did you do that?
That's actually with epoxy clay. I just mixed up a little epoxy clay and put it in, and you can see on the back that I flattened it out, so you can't even really see it.
See, that's great. You can customize these a little bit too, right?
I'm sorry?
You can customize these.
Yep, I customized it. Yep, I had these beautiful crystal beads, and I thought, well, those need to go into those channels for sure.
And by the way, everybody, I know that we're almost out of time on this. We're going to talk a little bit about what's happening at JTV. Do not forget about, seriously, the Really Big Jig. There's only a few of those left. We're going to bring it back hopefully a little bit later on. But right now we're going to talk about the Love Your Heart campaign and how you can give back and save money. So watch this. Thank you, Meredith.
Today on JTV, it's a Love Your Heart finale 24-hour event. Receive 10% off and free shipping on all JTV priced items. And donate $5 to receive an extra 15% off any purchase. Today on JTV. The JTV Preferred Account. Enjoy more of the jewelry and gemstones you love with a dedicated line of credit, no annual fees, and financing offers. Plus, receive free shipping when you open a new JTV Preferred Account. Ask for details today. The JTV Preferred Account. A shopping companion and payment option all rolled into one. Reflecting the beauty of Israel's ancient Timna Valley comes bold, colorful gemstones set in glowing copper, a lifetime of beauty, the Timna Jewelry Collection. You're watching Jewel School, only on Jewelry Television.
This has been an exciting day. Are you as excited as we are?
We're having fun, and
you know
that's
what?
what's important.
Meredith, I don't know if you could possibly get more excited than we do. All right, Meredith's going to be back in just a second, but I want to remind you about our workshop series. This is really cool, Meredith. We do this series every Tuesday. There's a new episode that comes up, and they are mini workshops. They've got really great pricing, and then at the end of about 6 weeks, the episodes disappear. And so what is coming up tomorrow is an episode about how you finish off beading projects. So it's different ways to finish off your beading projects. Go to jtv.com/Jewel School and you'll see all those episodes. But they only stay up for about 8 weeks. Just want to let you know. And then they go away forever. I don't know where they go, but they go away forever. Meredith Roddy is back, Assistant Product Manager, Beeline. We're so glad to have you.
I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, my gosh. We may just keep you, but then again, you couldn't create new amazing things. So, you saw the extra big jig, which is fabulous. This one is the award-winning Bangle Bracelet Weaving Tool. It's Kleshna's Bangle Bracelet Weaving Tool. Love this. So if you've heard about it, this is it. Now, I know that is a funky-looking animal, but look what it makes. It literally lets you weave. And what's cool about this, Meredith, to me, is you can use all kinds of things. You can use leather. You can use any wire. You can use flat artistic wire, any artistic wire. You can use rope. You can use beading wire. And so today we thought we would focus in on beading wire. I'm going to tell you everything that comes with the kit. It is a debut item. In fact, this is debuting for the world.
It is debuting for the world.
I love that.
Yeah.
Think of what you and I are doing right now. There are reverberations. Yeah, there are reverberations and waves.
Reverberations?
Reverberations going out throughout the entire world. Now, you get 2 spools of the beading wire, the tool, and crimp tubes. That's all you need to get started. We're going to show you how to do this. There are 223 of these, and that's it. Okay, so it's everything you get. But there you go. You get the tool, you get 2 strands, you get the silver tone and the gold tone wire, and you get the crimp tubes. And you're going to use a lot of wire, but that's the point. And then you also get Beadalon's instructions, which are fabulous to go with this. I always love when Beadalon hands us instructions to go along with it. And folks, I learned this. My bracelet that I have on, I used the instructions right here, and this is how I learned to do mine, and I didn't even ask Christian for help. What? That is madness. That is madness. My bracelet right here, I made it just without it. Now, we've got a special treat, and that is that Wyatt White is going to be joining us for a phone call because Meredith and I decided we wanted to mess with Wyatt.
It's always fun to mess with Wyatt.
It's always fun to mess with Wyatt.
And he was there, and he was there when the award was awarded.
Oh,
so,
my
yeah,
gosh.
Let's
Wyatt,
find out.
So here you go. Wyatt, are you there?
I am. I'm here. Hi, ladies.
Okay, I just want to let you know we're keeping Meredith, so that's just no argument on that
Sorry.
one. Wyatt, so...
I think her family might have something to say about that.
They can come down. They can come visit.
Wyatt, I hear you giggling already. You fella, you guys won another award. Tell us about winning this award.
Completely unbelievable. It's so funny because Klesh and I were seated at the exact same table that Mike Shields and I were seated at the year before. And we were all the way at the back of the room thinking there's no way we're going to win. And, of course, this year I certainly felt that there was no way we were going to win because it was another bracelet tool. But it's such an incredible tool to be able to use with many, many different things.
Yeah,
so they announced it, and we went up and we accepted the award, and believe me, it was thrilling, absolutely thrilling.
So, and it was at the Innovation Award again?
It was the Innovation Award for jewelry.
Well, I'll tell you, because listen, I made a piece. You heard me bragging about that. I mean, it is incredible. What do you think is different about this one that caused it to win?
Well, just it's such a different idea. Looming and all things around looming is very, very popular right now. So with Kleshna's idea, just over a year ago, we saw the value in doing something that would allow somebody to use the number one stranded wires, but any other type of stringing material as well to go in this and add beads and all the other things that you can add to make a bangle bracelet just really very, very interesting and different. So I think that it was the differentness about it.
I love that. Differentness.
Differentess. And I love
don't think that's a word, but Wyatt said it, so we're using
We'll make it a word.
Okay,
that's fine with me. Just like with the really big jig, you can embellish it in so many different ways.
Oh, yeah. Once you get the hang of it, it's awesome. Okay, Wyatt, thank you. We know you're busy. Go create something else. And we're keeping Meredith forever. That's just it. It's part of your payment.
All right. Thanks, ladies.
Okay, bye. So, just to stimulate your little minds out there, folks, which mine are, I want you to look at this one more time, and then Meredith's going to show us how to use this, and we're going to tell you there are only about 175 of these left. World debut on this bracelet tool. World debut. I love it. You know what? And Meredith, can I just say on behalf of Jewelry Television and all of our customers, thanks for letting us be the very first people to get a shot at this.
It's our pleasure. We love you, and we love to be able to give you that opportunity.
You were lovely to us. Okay, so tell us how to use this. Now, folks, grab it quickly. I know I asked her to do something, and then I start talking. PayPal, use your PayPal, and don't forget, on behalf of the American Heart Association, you can donate $5 to the AHA through Jewelry Television, we will give you 15% off of the tool. How cute is that, Kristen? How cute is that? So, okay, show us how to do this.
Okay, well, first of all, I have to say I'm so glad that you looked at the instructions that we prepared, and then you made that amazing bracelet.
Well,
that is fabulous. I love it.
I'll tell you the truth, Meredith. I wanted to see what are you folks going to experience with this, because it is a new tool, and I wanted to see if I could do it. And absolutely, you can do it.
That's great. Okay, so to show you how easy it is to set up, I have the unset up one here and set up right next to it. First thing you'll do is you'll take one of the stoppers and push it onto the end.
Okay, and hold your hand right there so everybody sees that. And everything comes with it. All these little stoppers come with it.
Little stoppers come with it, and a good tip is to keep your stoppers in a little box. So
that is a very, very good tip.
So after you have the first tip on, or the first stopper on, you have to choose which row of...
And I'm going to hold that up right there.
Hold that up right there?
Yep.
I can do that. You're going to choose which row, and that will determine how big your bangle bracelet will be.
And just so you folks know, I wear a 7, and I used the one in the middle.
Okay, that's good to know. That is, when we measured it out, it's about a 7 in between these two, and it really depends on the material that you're using also. Thicker material is going to have a